happy to have all of the Alliance program members to join us in our Ceviche class from Ecuador, Quito, San Francisco University. My name is Sebastián Navas. I'm the Culinary Art Program Coordinator, and today we are happy to have you in our installations in Ecuador, even though it's from Zoom. Today I will present you two of our chefs of our faculty that will be working and joining us to working their ceviches and trying to talk a little bit about what ceviche, what's the context of the ceviche, what's the products, how you can create different types of ceviche, because sometimes we just think that there's one type of ceviche. Maybe some certain countries have developed a big marketing on their ceviche, but for us, ceviche is a very traditional dish that can be made in many different ways. Furthermore, it has a lot of tradition, a lot of knowledge, a lot of identity of the places where you will be working with the different products and the different preparations that will end up in a ceviche. So what's a ceviche really? Is it a preparation? Is it a technique? We want to discover that with you today. Creo que no se escucha nada. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? If someone.
Yes, we can hear you.
Perfectly. Okay, because I had a message that said that they couldn't hear, so I was going to start all over again. But all right. So thinking about ceviche, is it a plate? Is it a technique? What does it involve to do a ceviche? So today we have two of our chefs. First of all, Chef Mario Jimenez. He's been part of the university for a very long time. He's our executive chef. He's been working with the Alliance program for many times. He's been in Lyon and many other of your schools already, visiting, doing workshops and working with the students and other chefs. So thank you very much, Chef. They will present themselves. Our Chef Mario is from Mexico, so he will create also some ideas of what's a ceviche in Mexico. And Chef Esteban Tapia, it's our chef of Ecuadorian cuisine. He does culinary Ecuadorian cooking from tradition to innovation. It based a lot of the identity of the products, getting to know where they are coming from, and how to develop of different products. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, we'll be looking at to the chat to be able to tell the chefs while they are preparing, and so they can answer. So please feel free to send all the questions you have through the chat. And thank you very much, chefs. I leave the kitchen for you. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you guys and share with our colleague, Chef Esteban, this morning, the masterclass about the ceviches, okay? We're gonna talk about real quick about the context, like Sebastián already said, about what's a ceviche exactly, how you prepare in different regions here in Ecuador, and in some of Mexico also, because you know, I'm from Mexico, and we have a ceviche in Mexico too, thanks to Ecuador give us that heritage many years ago. So first of all, Esteban, Chef Esteban, I'm going to translate what he wants to tell you guys, and we're going to start the class with the two preparations that he's going to make with ceviches, and then I follow up on my two recipes, okay?
Hola, buenos días con todos.
Good morning, everyone.
Vamos a escuchar un poco de español, también es bueno por el oído, por la cultura, el tema de los idiomas, la diversidad.
Yeah, we're gonna hear a lot of Spanish because it's very important for the cultural program has a public use World Alliance, and we're gonna learn from a culture here in Ecuador.
Y bueno, espero que disfruten esta clase. Gracias, Chef Mario. Gracias a ustedes por estar presentes y para mí es un gusto enseñar un poquito de la cultura de mi país.
He says we're gonna enjoy this class. I hope you guys enjoy it too. And we're going to discover a little more of the cultural Ecuadorian cuisine. Okay? Okay, well, Chef Esteban, so tell us what we're going to prepare first.
Okay.
Well, first of all, Chef Esteban, I'm sorry. We're going to talk about real quick about the ceviche. Como habíamos hablado, Chef. What's a ceviche exactly? It's a very known dish here in Ecuador. Its origin is more it's between Peru and Ecuador, and many years ago, the ceviche was prepped with fruit marinade called chicha. And after that was pre-Columbian times. After the Spanish come to America, they brought in the citrus fruits, which is lemon, lime, and some others that we changed that preparation using this citrus fruits to cook the ceviche. Ceviches are made, as you guys already know, with many different kinds of fish and seafood also. Here in Ecuador, we use all the variety we have. We blessed that we have the best seafood, one of the best seafoods here in South America. So we're going to be talking about that real quick and well, okay. Go ahead.
Bueno, nosotros decimos que la gente como vive, come. Y la cocina ecuatoriana es un poco así. Alegre, espontánea, divertida.
Yeah. Okay, well, he's saying that what you eat is what you are. Basically, as here in Ecuador, people are very spontaneous, are very happy. And a ceviche is that dish that you can share with your friends, with the family, in a reunion with some beer. You know, when you're on the beach and taking a vacation or a morning after a hangover, the best place to eat is a ceviche. So we're going to start with that.
En la costa ecuatoriana se encuentran dos corrientes marinas. La corriente fría de Humboldt y la corriente cálida del Niño.
Okay, in the coastal of Ecuador, we have something that's just two currents that get together sometimes of the year. Is the Humboldt current and the El Niño current, which for that we have we're blessed to have that variety of seafood and fish around here in Ecuador.
Además de una corriente que viene desde las Islas Galápagos hacia el centro del país.
Also, we have a current that comes from the Galapagos Islands towards the continent, which that makes it more appropriate to have many different kinds of seafood.
Eso hace que tengamos una producción marina muy diversa, de cálido, caliente, y también influenciado por las corrientes que bajan desde los Andes.
That makes for Ecuador to have one of the best variety of seafood, and also because of the currents to come down from the Andes. Okay, so we're going to talk about a little more about that. And
listo, entonces vamos a hacer hoy dos ceviches. Uno de la parte norte del Ecuador, de la provincia de Esmeraldas.
Yeah, we're gonna make two types of ceviche this morning. He's gonna present, the Chef Esteban is gonna present one ceviche that comes from the province of Esmeraldas, which is of the North Pacific of Ecuador.
Y otro que viene de una zona un poco más seca, más cálida, que es del sur de la provincia de Manabí.
And the second ceviche he's gonna prepare this morning is a ceviche that is from Manabí, province of Manabí, which is the central coast which is the weather is more hotter than the northern side of Esmeraldas.
Bien, entonces empecemos por el norte, Esmeraldas.
We're going to start from the north, Esmeraldas, okay?
Una zona muy verde que tiene un ecosistema que se llama manglar, donde se produce mucha vida, mucho plancton para todos los océanos.
We're going to start from Esmeraldas, which is a very blessed land. It's very green. There's a lot of vegetation in there, and also we have a lot of this manglar, which produces a lot of plankton for the species of the ocean to feed in.
Entonces, tengo aquí un pescado, que es un mero, que está cortado en cubos medianos.
He has a fish here, which you can use as this is called mero here in South America. But you can replace that with some grouper. It's called also grouper in English. In some other countries, might be called differently. Or you can use sea bass.
Entonces, ponemos un poco de sal
We're gonna salt the fish.
y mezclamos.
We're gonna mix it in. So all the salt it gets combined nicely.
Y luego ponemos el jugo de limón.
Then we're gonna add a lemon juice. One of the things here in Ecuador, we have some different types of lemons, okay? Chef, este limón es Suzuki. This is smaller lemon, which is very, very acidic, has a high percentage of acidic, which cooks the fish faster. So we use that type of lemon. In some countries, it's called lime, which is confused with a lime with a sweeter flavor. This is a small green lemon.
Y vuelvo al refrigerador por unos 5 minutos.
We're gonna put it back in the fridge for about 5 minutes. The ceviche is very important to keep it nice and cold at all times. You know that is so we don't get sick eating a warm ceviche, okay?
Ok. Luego, para este ceviche vamos a tener algunos productos que se dan en esta zona particular, que es un ecosistema diverso.
For this ceviche, we're going to use some ingredients which are grown on this province of Esmeraldas. It's a very diverse ecosystem.
Por ejemplo, tenemos una hierba, una planta especial que se llama chillagua.
Okay, for example, we have a herb which grows right in Esmeraldas. It's called chillagua. I don't have the introduction for the chillagua. It's a very long green leaf. Here it is. It's right here. Okay, it's what's the flavor of this? Acida.
Aroma muy especial.
It's very aromatic. It has
Parecido al cilantro.
yeah, it tastes almost like cilantro. A little bit like it has a hint of rucola, but very, very tiny rucola. It's called lemon juice. If you use lime juice, we recommend that we can use half a lime juice and half a lemon juice, not all lime. So, yeah.
Ok, entonces, tengo la chillagua que está picada,
We have the chillagua, but it's cut very, very fine, and a chifonal.
perejil,
We have parsley,
jengibre picado en cubos,
ginger, and a nice brunoise.
julianas de cebolla perla,
White onion and julienne. And check what that.
mango.
No, also we have mango. This ceviche is very unique because it has different tropical fruit flavors like coconut, ¿no es cierto, chef? Coco, and mango. Okay, with the ginger, it's very unique.
Y aquí leche de coco.
And then we have coconut milk. Now, coconut milk in Ecuador It's hardly that we use the canned coconut milk. We have the coconut plants of it, and we have coconuts all over Ecuador. Every day we can just cut one up and make our own milk. Hacemos nuestra propia leche de coco.
La zona que más se produce coco en el Ecuador es justamente el norte de Esmeraldas. Por eso en este ceviche se usa esto.
Yeah, in the region that we have the highest production of coconuts is in the province of Esmeraldas to the north side.
Entonces pongo un poco de sal en las julianas de cebolla.
We're gonna salt the onion julienne a little bit.
Y una cucharada de jugo de limón.
We add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice
Para que se quite el sabor fuerte que tiene la
to have the onion to take the spiciness of the onion and there with the lemon juice. We let it marinate for a couple of minutes.
Ok. Voy a recoger el pescado.
We're gonna take the fish out of the fridge.
Se lo puede dejar más tiempo o menos dependiendo del gusto de las personas.
Yeah, we can cook the fish in the lemon juice or lime juice as long as you want. Some people like it to be marinated in the citrus for just 5 minutes. And other people, sometimes they don't like the raw and the fish, so they cook it a little longer. But one thing that we want to tell you about the ceviche, do not boil the fish. When you boil the fish, you take out all the flavor and the texture of the fish. It has to be cooked in the citrus juice.
Para mí, con el tiempo que tenemos, estaba perfecto.
The chef says for him, 5 minutes is more enough to marinate the ceviche in the lemon juice. Okay, it has a perfect texture.
Hay lugares en el país donde se deja el pescado de un día al otro.
Yeah, there's some places in Ecuador with the bread de ceviche that they let the fish cook for overnight. Okay, the result of this is having a fish that is almost completely cooked in the citrus. Okay, with a different texture, but we recommend that you do it for 5 minutes. If you don't like that, like it's almost raw, but it's perfect because it's a fresh fish. We recommend that you can probably leave it for like 45 minutes or so.
Luego pongo el jengibre picado en brunoise.
We add ginger and brunoise.
El mango.
Mango you can cut is peel the mango and take with the peeler. You can take just slices and mix it in with the fish.
La leche de coco.
The coconut milk.
Una característica del ceviche ecuatoriano es que tiene mucho líquido.
Yeah, one characteristic of the Ecuadorian ceviche versus the Peruvian is that we have a lot of juice, and that's really good. Most of the times in Peru, the ceviche is more dry. It doesn't have a lot of liquid. And so what makes it really good here in Ecuador is it has a lot of juice. And that juice is almost like a nice cold soup. You know, como una sopita.
Una sopa fría, ¿no?
Yeah.
Ok. Y aquí voy a poner sal.
We're gonna salt the fish.
Para mí es muy importante que cuando uno prepara las cosas, tiene que probarlas.
Yeah, remember it's very important during the preparation you be tasting for your seasoning. Okay, you start with a little bit of salt, you evaluate your product in the middle of the preparation, and you finish correcting the seasoning, and that depends on your taste. Okay.
Okay, entonces voy a traer el plato en el cual vamos a montar el ceviche.
We're gonna bring the plate. We're gonna plate our ceviche. Chef has a very nice black stone plate with a coconut, half a coconut cut up in there. There you go.
Lo voy a intentar montar pensando en ustedes.
He's gonna try to plate this ceviche, thinking about you guys. But ceviches here in Ecuador, we eat in a bowl. Most of the time, they put in a nice bowl, small bowl, depending if it's a starter or it's a meal. And we also accompany this ceviche with chifles, which are fried green plantains and some corn, fried corn or popcorn.
Para mí, las cosas más lindas que tiene Esmeraldas es la gente que va a buscar el pescado, las conchas, los mariscos de mi canoa.
For the chef, he says for the Ecuadorians, people are very, how would you say this? It's very nice to have people going into the sea, the ocean, in a canoe to get the fresh seafood and fish every day to prepare our ceviches.
Entonces, el coco lo corté con la forma de una canomita.
So he cuts the coconut in like a canoe kind of shape.
Y vamos a poner el resto de ingredientes.
And okay, we're gonna try to send the recipes for you guys to have later on. We're gonna talk with the Alliance representative, so we can send the recipes so you can prepare these ceviches. Okay. The chef is at the chiangua, right on top of the preparation, and he is decorating it with a little spring of parsley,
Las julianas de cebolla,
julienne onion, the been marinating and lemon juice. Okay. Listo.
vamos a poner lo que mencionaba el chef Mario. Siempre comemos los ceviches con algo que le dé crocante, que le dé texturas.
Okay, so we decorating the ceviche with the chifles. If we call them chifles, are green plantains. You can slice them as the shape you want and just deep fry them. And as soon as they come out of the oil, add a little salt, and that's what you serve with the ceviche, pretty much.
Y una flor de borraja que le va a dar un gusto y un aroma como de cebollas.
We have a flower, and this nice purple flower, which has a hint of onion for looks. It looks really nice. That's ceviche itself.
Creo que lo pueden.
Well, here we have our first ceviche. Okay, it's called ceviche de esmeraldas. Esmeraldas ceviche.
Listo.
There you go. First ceviche is great. It's right there.
Ahora vamos con el ceviche de Manabí.
Now we're gonna prepare our Manaví ceviche.
Esta zona de Manabí es bosque seco tropical. Casi no llueve en todo el año.
This Manaví region is mostly kind of dry. It doesn't rain a lot during the year. So it has different ingredients, and the ceviche is prepared a little bit different. Okay, so here in Ecuador we have many types of ceviche, depending on the region. But the most one of the most known and exquisite ceviche is the Manaví ceviche.
Entonces, Ecuador es uno de los principales países productores de camarón del mundo.
As you know, Ecuador is the first country producing shrimp. Yeah, we export shrimp all over the world.
Sin embargo, también por producir mucho camarón, a veces deforesta, se quita el manglar para poner piscinas de camarón.
Yeah, and most of the times, as we try to produce more shrimp, these pools of shrimp, we abuse of earth, taking down some trees to make this pools for the shrimp to grow.
Por eso nosotros buscamos un camarón sustentable, un camarón que viene de pesca artesanal o de algunas piscinas camaroneras que trabajan ya con temas de ecología.
Yeah, that's why we try to use the shrimp with what we have our
Por eso buscamos camarones de pesca artesanal o de piscinas ecológicas.
Yeah, okay. We try to use a shrimp where we can find it from a sustainable source where the earth is not abused, so we can respect the nature. Okay.
Entonces, ¿qué hacemos con los camarones? Primero los limpiamos, sacamos la cáscara y reservamos la cáscara.
We're gonna peel the shrimp and we're gonna reserve the shrimp shell.
Luego estiramos, ¿sí?
We're gonna pull the shrimp.
Y con un cuchillo hacemos una incisión para sacar esta tripa.
With a paring knife, a small knife, we can just take the vein, which is on top, right on the back of the shrimp. So as you can see right there, you can make a little opening on the tail and just pull.
Y si queremos que estén rectos, que se mantengan rectos en la cocción, ayudamos con un palillo previo a cocinar.
Okay, this technique here, the chef is showing us how to, if we want to cook the shrimp, we're going to boil the shrimp or saute the shrimp, and we want them to be straight. We use a toothpick across the shrimp, so when it cooks, it doesn't crawl.
¿Cómo les cocinamos?
How
Vamos
do
a
we cook the
hacer
shrimp?
una cama de naranja,
We're gonna make like a little layer of orange cut up in slices,
limón,
lemon,
unas cebollas,
red onion chopped up,
chillangua,
chiangua, which is the herb, the first herb.
y vamos a poner los camarones,
And we're gonna lay the shrimp right on top of these ingredients, okay? So if you notice, we have our flame is medium hot in a pan.
un poco de sal
We're gonna salt the shrimp.
y tapamos.
We're gonna cover the pan. We're gonna cook it for, ¿cuánto tiempo se va a cocinar?
2 minutos.
We're gonna cook it for about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, okay?
Tiene que haber vapor dentro.
We have to make sure that in the pan, we can create steam so the shrimp will cook. Notice that our shrimp are not touching the pan. So when they cook, they're gonna take all the aroma from the herbs, the citrus and inside the pan and the onion, okay?
Listo. El resto de ingredientes. En este lugar, este ceviche se conoce con el nombre de jipijapa.
In this region of Manabí, because of the ingredients that we use to prepare this ceviche, the ceviche is called Jipijapa.
Es un pueblo pequeño
It's a small little town
donde se producen alrededor de 14 variedades de maní.
where this little town produces about 14 different types of peanuts in Ecuador.
Vamos a usar tomate,
Using tomato pancase,
julianas de cebolla paiteña.
red onion, garden julienne.
A estas les vamos a poner sal,
We're gonna salt the onions as the one we did before for the ceviche milaneno,
y un poco de jugo de limón
and a little lemon juice
para quitar igual el picante de la cebolla.
to mellow the spiciness on the onion. Okay,
Vamos,
for that question for Emil, the first ceviche is from Esmeraldas, which is the coastal north side of Ecuador. It's called Esmeraldas. It's a nice, beautiful province. It's all green. That's why they call it Esmeraldas for the emerald. It's that color of that green. It's very sharp green. And also the middle of the coastal is Manabí, before Guayaquil, before Guayas, which is more to the south Okay, so we have Esmeraldas on the north, Manabí in the center. On the south side, we have Guayas. We come back to our pan. It's been cooking for about 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes.
Abrimos, están casi listos.
As you've seen, the heat has produced some kind of steam, and the shrimp are almost cooked.
Aquí necesito poner un poquito de agua.
Then I have a little bit of water, maybe a couple tablespoons of water, 3 tablespoons of water. We're gonna cover again, and we're gonna cook it for another minute. We don't want to overcook our shrimp, okay? It's very important. Our shrimp has to be perfectly cooked so they're nice and transparent in the center of the shrimp, okay?
Esta agua nos va a servir, el líquido nos va a servir, porque como recordamos, el ceviche ecuatoriano se caracteriza por tener líquido.
So the water that we get from cooking the shrimp and the citrus and onions and all the ingredients in the pan, we're going to use that to add it to the ceviche. That's Manabí is known for that. Using the same water for the shrimp to make that sauce. You know, that's what Ecuadorian ceviches are known in the world to be kind of soupy a little bit. Done. It took about 4 minutes total time since the chef started cooking the shrimp.
Entonces, los camarones que voy a sacar de aquí. Vamos a coger los camarones
We're gonna take
y
the shrimp
sacar los palillos.
and pull the toothpicks out. Remember, we have toothpicks. Be careful with that.
Y los camarones los ponemos en
And we put the shrimp right on lemon juice. In that bowl, we have some lemon juice. Yeah, sometimes too long help much. Okay, so the chef is pulling the shrimp out of the toothpick out of the shrimp. One thing that you the question about using the raw shrimp, not here in Ecuador. Is not we don't use that. Mostly we cook them for a minute or two for the ceviche. We don't have the culture of eating the raw shrimp, and I'll talk about more about the raw shrimp and a ceviche that I'm making from Mexico. It's called aguachile. Okay, in Ecuador we cook the shrimp minute or 2 minutes.
Bien.
So we have all the shrimps in the lemon juice right now.
Y una vez que tenemos estos camarones ya sin el palillo, lo pasamos en el jugo de limón y le llevamos a refrigeración unos minutitos.
We're gonna mix all the shrimp with the lemon juice and may I put it back in the fridge for a minute or two.
Ahora, vamos a sacar.
We're gonna pull out all the citrus slices that we put in there and the onions. We're gonna strain the juice. That juice is very important for the ceviche's preparation, okay? Don't throw that away. That has all the flavor of the shrimp.
Vuelvo este líquido, importante volverlo al fuego.
We're gonna use that liquid, we're gonna put it back in the pan, and we're gonna take it back to the stove
Con las cáscaras.
with
de camarón.
the shells, the shrimp shells. We're gonna put it right in there.
¿No? Ahí está.
And we're gonna cover and gonna reduce that broth. It's like a nice broth with all the flavor from the citrus, the onion, the chihuahua, salt, and the shrimp shells. Right now, they're cooking. We're gonna make it like nice stock of broth.
Vamos a extraer el sabor de la cáscara del camarón. Si se puede también, se puede poner cabeza.
You know, this technique, what we're doing is extracting all the flavor from the shrimp shell. if you have the heads of the shrimp, that you can put in there also the heads, so it will be more stronger on the flavor. Yeah. Yeah, Monique, what we have right now in the pan is the liquid where we cook the shrimps. We add the shells and then we cook it for a minute or two. So what we have is a very strong stock. El aroma? It smells really, really good. You know, you can't replace that flavor with anything else. I mean, it's not as stuck as homemade. It's not as stuck as a homemade. It's more like a quick reduction of citrus, onion, and the flavor of the shrimp shells.
Vamos a poner.
Wow, look what Chef is doing. He's gonna blend all that from the pan inside. All we have here is the liquid and the shells. Okay, don't leave the rest of the stuff like the peels and lemon slices.
Entonces, licuamos.
We're gonna blend this to extract.
El secreto está en conectar.
Okay, just a second, please. Okay, we're gonna blend this. Perfect. We blend for about a minute or so.
Y vamos a servir.
We're gonna strain them, mixture, okay? Strained it. We ended up with a nice broth, a little bit kind of pink, whitish color, and very aromatic. It has all the flavor of the shrimp in there. Imagine if you add the heads of the shrimp also. It will make it stronger, okay?
Listo. Ya. Entonces, vamos a coger el líquido ya con todo el extracto de la cocción del camarón y las cáscaras.
We put it back in the blender, cut the juice of the broth that we extracted.
Y vamos a poner maní. Este maní es
peanut
pasta.
Kind of like a peanut paste. It's more like a peanut butter. We can say that.
Se podría poner también maní entero.
Yeah. Or you can use just the peanut itself and put it in there. So blend that. Perfect.
Yes.
Here we have our mixture of peanut butter and the shrimp broth. And for me, let me tell you, this is my favorite ceviche. It has a flavor of peanuts and also, well, the chef. I'm not gonna go get ahead of the chef, but it has avocado and with the tomato and everything else, it's really rich.
Una de las culturas más antiguas que tiene el Ecuador es la cultura valdivia.
One of the cultures of Ecuador, more indigenous, is the Valdivian culture.
En el lenguaje antiguo de Valdivia, el término iche significa comida.
In the Valdivian language, indigenous language, iche means
Comida.
comida. Means iche means food. Food.
Entonces, todo lo que tiene la terminación iche en manabí significa algo de comer.
Yeah, the syllabus iche means eating or eat.
Ahora le voy a poner en problemas al chef Mario por la traducción.
Okay, I want to please, first I want to say I'm sorry because my English is not perfect. You know, I've been here in Ecuador for 20 years and it's hard for me to practice every day, although we try to do it. But yeah, go ahead.
Porque los nombres que voy a decir no tienen traducción al inglés.
The names he's going to say doesn't have a traduction to English, so.
Pero en Manabí todos tienen que ver con algo de comer.
But in Manabí province, all this name has something to do with to eat, with eating or.
Entonces, por ejemplo, hay una fruta que se llama pechiche.
There's a fruit that's called pechiche.
Pechiche, termina el iche.
Pechiche. Pinchehe. I don't know. Pechiche.
Hay dulces como el troliche.
There's a candy that's called troliche. I'm not going to spell that because
Sí. Una sopa que se llama biche.
it's also a very famous soup. It's called biche.
Y el ceviche.
And then ceviche.
Y así hay
So,
muchos, ¿no? Y
There's many words related to food that's called the last syllable is iche. Okay, so I enjoy being here in Ecuador. It's a beautiful place. If you guys have the time, come over, and as soon as the pandemic is over, come and visit us. We'll be glad to have you here in Quito and to try all the food. It's delicious.
Ok, entonces, pongo todos los líquidos que teníamos con el maní sobre los camarones.
All the liquid we had with the peanut butter and the shrimp liquid, it goes back to the shrimp. They've been in the fridge for a few minutes with
Importante
the lemon
probar.
juice. Very important to try to taste the salt and the seasonings. The
Entonces,
chef
voy a poner un
thinks
poco
it
de
needs a
sal
little more salt
y un poco de pimienta.
and a little bit of brown pepper. Hola, Víctor, ¿cómo estás? A todos. Hi, Victor. I've seen some familiar names from people we share some of our trips with the clients. Charlotte, Victor, and I can't read all the names in there, but hi from Ecuador. So we went back to the chef.
Entonces, vamos a poner el aguacate. Este ceviche siempre con aguacate.
Yeah, this ceviche is always accompanied with avocado, okay? We have a nice plate which is made of volcanic stone here. And we put avocado, chifles,
De yuca.
green, I'm sorry, it's not green plantains, it's yuca, okay? It's also fried, we put that in there. Now we're gonna place the shrimp right on the side. Perfect.
No se olviden del líquido, ¿no?
Don't forget about the liquid. This is the most important part of that is that sauce. It's so rich and good. It's almost lunchtime for us, so I'm kind of hungry here.
Voy a poner tomate.
Now we have put tomato, cancuse on top of the ceviche.
Y la cebolla está cortada en.
Then the julienne red onion has been marinated in lemon juice and a little bit of salt. See, it has some different textures in there, the flavors. It has the creaminess of the avocado, the crispiness of the onion, and also the flavor of the shrimp. It's amazing, you know, with the peanut butter and all that, and then the yuca to have something crispy in there too.
Y una hierba que siempre se usa en la cocina ecuatoriana, que es el cilantro.
And an herb that we use a lot in Ecuadorian cooking is cilantro. Okay,
Así que estoy poniendo unos brotes de
there's a
cilantro.
baby cilantro strings.
Y ya tenemos los ceviches ecuatorianos.
And we have our second ceviche, which is the hippie japa ceviche from Manabí in Ecuador. Gracias, Chef. Thank you, Chef. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, great. Chef, thank you very much. Gracias.
Gracias. Gracias, Chef.
Gracias. Thank you. Now, if you have any questions, please let us know while I get my ingredients for my two plates I want to present you. Okay? So please go ahead and write us so we can try to answer all of your questions.
Sebastián puede resolver todas las preguntas.
Hi everyone again. So Chef Mario is coming. Thank you very much, Esteban, for all the knowledge. I didn't mention it before, but Esteban Tapia, our Ecuadorian chef, is also part of the Raw Food Alliance movement. He's in charge of the region. So we are doing a lot of research and working with identity and product here. So as you can see, a lot of identity, flavors, techniques in our two ceviches from Esmeraldas and Manabí. Here in Ecuador, we have a restaurant where our students can practice and do their internships during part of their culinary program. Nowadays, right now, we are having a ceviche festival. So we are presenting 7 different ceviches in the menu, which you could eat one by one or in a tasting menu. And each one is different in flavors, in origins. And I think one of the most important values of these ceviches that we just present is the identity, because each one has a story to tell. Each one has a product coming from a special region. So I was, relic, maybe the ingredient was yuca, cassave, or manioc. Sometimes the 3 names for this ingredient. It's great to have you greetings from Chile. Greetings as well. Great having you here. We will send you, Johan, the Zoom recording, I think through Charlotte, so she can give it to all of you, and you can keep on watching at your own pace and during your preparation. As I said in the chat, we are going to send the recipes as well, so you can do it once you're in your own kitchens and taste a little bit of Ecuador in your own country. Chef, what are the main countries that have ceviche? So I think this is a great question for Esteban before he leaves. Tenemos una pregunta, Esteban. ¿Cuáles son los países más importantes en ceviche? Es todo en el sur de América, América Central, el norte, y de dónde vienen los orígenes, tal vez de alguna tribu indígena de la región.
Okay.
So this is a very tricky question.
Es una clase, podemos hacer.
Esteban says that we can have a whole class about ceviches and just discussing this question.
Desde el norte de México hasta el sur de Chile, en la costa pacífica y en el Atlántico.
So you can find from all the way from Mexico to Chile different kinds of ceviches through the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean.
Todos los países tienen diferentes formas de hacer ceviches y creo que todas son buenas, todas son válidas y todas tienen una tradición cultural importante.
So Esteban said that almost every country in the continent is doing some kind of ceviche with different techniques, different flavors, different products. And he said that there's a big respect for all of these different types of ceviches, and that they all are important because of their traditions and the story they tell.
Así que deberíamos viajar y hacer un mapeo y un recetario de todos los ceviches de México.
So he's telling everyone that we should join together at the Alliance program and travel around South America to map all of the different ceviches, taste it, and enjoy them, knowing their culture and traditions that they have. So now Esteban is invited,
Primera nota.
and Esteban is the first signing for this traveling ceviche travel. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Esteban. Gracias, and I will leave you with Chef Mario now in the preparation. See you soon.
Okay, I'm back, you guys. Well, as Sebastian already talked about our week, our ceviche week that we have in here at Marcus, our gourmet restaurant. We have, like he said, 7 different types of ceviches with different flavors, with the, from Asia to Ecuador, Peru, Mexico, and all over the world. So we are preparing this. My first plate is going to be aguachile. This is a ceviche very well known in Mexico, in many parts of Mexico, mostly in the Pacific side of Mexico, in Mazatlan, which is a very important city of Sinaloa. It's called aguachile, just like the name itself is a chili water. Okay, it is not just chili, so obviously but it's a liquidy sauce that you can put on any seafood or fish. But the most traditional way to prepare this aguachile is called green aguachile verde or green aguachile is with shrimp. And here we use the shrimp raw, but it's not cultural in many places to eat the shrimp raw. So that's what we going to present you. We have a shrimp here that have been cooked, just like the chef Esteban showed us. So they don't crawl. We put a toothpick through the shrimp so we can keep it nice and straight. Okay, and I cook the shrimp for about 30 seconds, no more than 30 seconds. Okay, so I don't get the shrimp completely raw, but they're nice and transparent on the middle. So we're gonna, as you see, let me see if you can notice they're raw. That they cooked for 30 seconds in boiling water with salt, onion, lemon. Okay, so we're gonna cut the shrimp through the middle. It's already been peeled and deveined. See, we cook them with the shell and everything, so they get all the flavor. Yeah. So we're gonna cook them and cut them up like a butterfly. Just don't cook them all the way through. Yeah. So we open it just like that. And we're gonna make our sauce, which is a raw sauce. We're gonna put on the blender chiles, jalapeno chilies, whatever you have in your countries to replace jalapenos. It could be any Thailandese or green chilies, a little more spicier than jalapenos. Jalapenos have a lot of flavor, so we can use those chilies. And then one of the ingredients of aguachile, I don't know if you can find those in your country, is the tomatillos. Tomatillos is a fruit, I would say. It's not related to tomatoes. Yeah, it's more related to golden berries. Here in Ecuador, they're called villas, because they come wrapped in a husk, like a peel, and the acidic of the tomatillos is very unique. Okay, without tomatillos, you can make salsa. You can make salsa verde, obviously, or in this case, aguachile. But if you can find the tomatillos, use a green tomato. It won't have the same taste, but you can use a green tomato. Yeah, this shrimp were cooked. I think somebody asked Malik, or yeah, the shrimp are cooked for 30 seconds. Like I said, in Mexico, we use them raw. We just cut the shrimp raw, peel them, cut them, devein them, and we put them on a plate, squeeze lemon juice on top of them. We let it sit for a couple minutes, and then we put the aguachile sauce on top. So here, like I said, in Ecuador, they're not used to this, the shrimp to be completely raw. So I blanch the shrimp for about 30 seconds, okay? Yeah, you can use the green golden berries. Yeah. You usually when the golden berries are green, they're not completely green, but they're kind of white, a little bit, or almost pink in color, like this. See, this is more like a green golden berry, but the tomatillos, most of them have a deep green color. Okay, so we have the shrimp ready. What we're gonna do now is gonna make our aguachile sauce. Okay, I'm gonna have the blender here, and we're gonna have our ingredients. All of this has been already cleaned and dried completely. We have tomatillos, chiles, cilantro. Okay. Just like Chef Esteban was saying, in every country, the ceviches have a little variation depending on the region, okay? And the aguachile is made mainly with tomatillos, like I said. We're gonna put tomatillos in here. Okay, we're gonna use those tomatillos in there. And if you want to make it very spicy, we leave the chiles with the seeds and the veins. If you don't want it too spicy, I recommend you can just cut them open and remove the seeds and the veins. I'm going to put them on just like that. Take the stems out and put 2 chiles in there. This is for like 2 ceviches. Yeah. We're going to add a garlic clove, a small piece of onion, just white onions. Okay. Then we're going to add some salt. And add some salt. And lemon juice. A little salt. I'm going to open up the camera so you can see what I'm doing here, okay? Here in the blender, we have tomatillos, chiles, a small piece of onion, 1 garlic clove, and we add a little bit of salt. We're going to put a little bit of lemon juice at the beginning, and cilantro, fresh cilantro, okay? That is already washed and dried, and we pull all the lips. Yeah, don't use all the stems because sometimes the stems are very sour. A little more lemon juice. I'm gonna on top. Perfect. Okay. Yes, we are using fresh jalapenos. We have here fresh jalapenos. If you don't have jalapenos, use a green chili that you have on your country. It's okay. So this is a fresh jalapeno here. Fortunately, here in Ecuador, we growing jalapenos, a little bit of tomatillos, not all the chilies from Mexico, but yeah, we do have jalapenos. They're fresh. I'm gonna add to this mixture of a piece of avocado. Okay, perfect, and a little bit of water. Okay. Also, what I like to add, if you have this in a restaurant, use Santana to making the sauce more, the texture of the sauce a little more silky. Okay, I'm gonna add a little more lemon juice into the sauce. Okay. So, our sauce is ready. It has to be semi-liquid. Okay, well, let's try the salt. Wow, it has a nice kick to it. See, I love spicy food. So, if you don't like it too spicy, just don't add, remove the seeds in the vein. Let me put a little bit of water. Then I'll show you the texture of the sauce. A little more water here. Perfect. Our chile is ready. This is the main ingredient in our chile. Okay. Then I put our chile in a small bowl. I'm gonna put this in the fridge for a second. And what we're doing right now, our aguachile is gonna be, we are making it with salmon and shrimp, okay, together. So I have a cookie cutter here, and I put that on the middle of a plate. And I have first salmon sliced very, very thinly. I recommend when you want to slice, like the slice is so perfectly, to freeze the salmon first and use a electric slicer so you can get the slices perfect. I'm going to lay the salmon around my cookie cutter. Then I'll let you know what else I have in there for garnish. I have radishes, onion, cilantro, and I gonna make like a flour here with the salmon. Right? Perfect. You don't have to do this to make aguachile. You can just lay everything on the plate and put the sauce on top, or vice versa. You put the sauce on the plate and then you put the shrimp and everything else in the middle there of the plate. I'm gonna have the shrimp into my cookie cutter, and I'm gonna season this right now. Okay, I'm gonna put some salt. It's very important. I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon juice on top of the shrimp. And I'm making this nice timbal, it's called, something like it. There. We have the salmon and then the shrimp. Then we salt, season the shrimp. Okay, it comes salt and pepper. I have a pepper mill. Then I'm going to milk pepper, freshly ground. All right, and I'm going to wrap this around like this. Okay, so we have a nice little bundle. Perfect. I'm going to take this and put it in the refrigerator for a second on the fridge. Okay, let's clean the workspace. And what I have here is fresh cilantro sprigs. Okay, I have avocado, which is torch. You take the avocado, you cut it, and you give it this nice torch. You torch it until you get this black spots, and you'll get the avocado to taste slightly smoked. Okay. Then we have onions. There are julienne. We have some Parisians of radishes. and a piece of lemon there, okay? Let's get our plate ready. Start plating. We're gonna use a white plate, okay? Right there. And we are going to take our seafood out of the fridge. And then we are try to put it back on the plate like this on the middle of the plate. Yeah. Perfect. And now our ceviche, our aguachile. Remember, traditional aguachile is just raw shrimp, the sauce, some onions. That's about it, okay? You're gonna add that sauce around the okay, here you go. Perfect. Okay. Don't worry about the amount of the sauce. This will go nicely with all the fish and the shrimp in there. Okay. Now we're gonna decorate our plate. Gonna take some of this little reddish Parisians and put them here and there. Okay. Also, we're gonna take avocado, the red torch, like I said, and we're gonna try to put it right in there. And we use a spatula. Okay. We're gonna have some onions in here too. The onion. It's very simple. The aguachile is just like a ceviche. Simple little ingredients in there. See, what makes this ceviche, Mexican ceviche, special is the texture and of the sauce. Okay. You put some sprigs of cilantro on top. There you go. Perfect. Okay. I'll take some slices of radish and put right on top of few of them. Okay. Okay. Then our aguachile of salmon and shrimp is ready. Okay. There you go. There we have our first Mexican ceviche. Okay. Now we're gonna make our second ceviche, which is also an aguachile, but it's black aguachile, aguachile negro. Okay. Let's take all that stuff out of the way. And we're gonna bring all our ingredients. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay. Aguachile verde de salmón con camarones. Green aguachile with salmon and shrimp. Okay, good. Just a second. Okay. We have our ingredients here for our second aguachile. Okay, let me have everything ready. Okay, so our second aguachile. Now, if you notice this, is I'm making a little more modern presentation of the Mexican ceviches. Okay, it's not like a traditional aguachile. It's more like a nice for a high-end restaurant. Okay, so the black aguachile or aguachile negro, we're gonna make it with first squid ink that we have in here. And we have an ingredient that's very, very popular in Mexico. It's called huitlacoche, black gold. It's called black gold. Is a fungus that grows on the corn. You know, on the whole corn. When it gets kind of humid, it develops this kind of disease. It turns into a fungus or a type of mushroom, also known in some countries as a Mexican truffle. Yeah, it's very, very delicate. It has tons of corn, dirt, a little bit. Smells when you're eating it. The aftertaste, it has kind of like if you in a milpa, which is the place where you grow the corn and the chiles and zucchinis and the rest of stuff. Okay, so it's this called huitlacoche in Ecuador. We don't get that huitlacoche in Ecuador. It's kind of hard, you know, because it's not. There's people not to so they can eat that. What they do with the huitlacoche is they feed it to the cows, and the cows have imagine they have a feast because huitlacoche is really good. It has tons of like a truffle, like I said, but we don't get it here. What we do is we usually buy it in Mexico. You can buy it either fresh, but you can't bring it into the country fresh. So you can buy it in a can. It's already packed in a can. Okay, so ingredients for our sauce of huitlacoche negro or black. I'm sorry, a black aguachile. We have a chili here. There's a dry chili. It's a chile ancho. We have a chipotle, also already rehydrated, and we have a chile de árbol. All these three chilies that are here have been cooked for 2 minutes in boiling water, and we just leave them there for another 15 minutes or so, so they get back to and they're flexible. We have also onion and garlic that have been roasted or tatemados. It's a term that we use in Mexico when we burn, you know, some of the ingredients to make the sauce. We call it tatemado, and we have a jalapeno. And you can do it right in the oven or in a pan, when on the grill. Okay, onion, garlic, jalapeno, 3 different types of chilies, huitlacoche, squid ink, lemon juice, and a little bit of the water where we rehydrate the chilies. Okay, this aguachile, I want to present it with melon. We have green melon, regular cantaloupe melon, and watermelon. Okay, and we have the octopus here already cooked. You know, you cook the octopus just the way you cook it usually. We have put the octopus cut, see, in pieces like this, about 5 centimeters by a 1/4 centimeter. We're gonna add a little bit of lemon juice, in there. We add in a little bit of olive oil, maybe like a tablespoon of olive oil. Okay, perfect. 1 tablespoon olive oil. We mix this in, and we're gonna put salt. We're gonna salt, fresh ground black pepper, freshly ground. Okay, great. And we're gonna let this set in the fridge so we get all the citrus flavor out of the lemon there. And we are gonna make a sauce right now. We need a blender, and we are gonna blend the chilies, the dried chilies, the jalapeno that has been roasted onion, and roasted garlic. Maybe half a teaspoon of squid ink. Okay. We are going to use some of the water to rehydrate the chilies. And the huitlacoche. To make this nice, rich, black sauce with all the flavor of the huitlacoche and the roasted vegetables. Okay? Great. Ready? See? Okay. You're gonna blend this. As you can see, this paste is very, very thick. We're gonna add a little more lemon juice. Maybe like a quarter of a cup, and a little bit of water. Cold water, okay? Another quarter cup. Add some salt. Okay. This sauce texture has to be more liquid than the green aguachile, okay? I'm adding more lemon juice. A little more. I'm going to show you the texture of the sauce, okay? Just a second here. Okay, perfect. Put this over here. Okay, and let me show you the texture of the sauce. You can see it's more liquid. See? It comes to runs is really easy on a plate. Okay. Okay. Now we're ready to plate our chile negro. We have the melon here. We have some onions, red onions that were marinated in a little vinegar. Yeah, and also the cilantro sprigs. Okay. And we also have made some tortilla chips right here. They are cut as a moon, yeah, like a little moon, and some orange salt. This is kosher salt with some dried orange peel and chopped up really fine with a knife and mixed in with the salt. So we have a nice citrus flavor on the salt. Okay, I'm gonna have a plate here ready. It's right here. And see, one thing we don't do is taste the sauce for seasoning, okay? Just a second. Perfect. It has it's spicy. It's really good. It has all the flavors of the chiles, the dried chiles, which is the ancho and the chipotle, and it has also an aroma of the huitlacoche. Okay. Pass on a plate. Perfect. Okay. We're gonna take our octopus and our other ingredients. Okay. All right. Then we're gonna have, be careful because what you can do is you can get dirty, with the sauce. The melon, it gives you a nice crispy, sweet taste to the aguachile. Remember, this is not a traditional aguachile in Mexico. It's more of a different aguachile that we're going to put the octopus in here. Perfect. In this aguachiles, you can, if they're small, it's a small appetizer or on starter, or if they're nice and big, it's a whole meal. Okay, we are adding now our watermelon. Okay. And the green melon. Perfect. Ready? You guys have any questions? Just let me know, okay? I'm gonna try to use a lot of this nice varieties of melon. Perfect. Now we are putting a little more octopus. The ends, yeah, right in there. Okay. Space right there. And we're gonna put some of the onions here and there. Make sure our plate is nice and clean. And the onions, they're very marinated on white vinegar. Okay. Cilantro. It looks like a little garden, with lots of color. And all this flavor have to kind of join together. And let's put some of our chips, or as we call them in Mexico, totopos, fried tortillas, okay? They're seasoned, yeah. We have a question there? The octopus wasn't, no, it was cooked. The octopus was all the way cooked. You know, an octopus, it cooks depending on the weight of the octopus. But let's say that the octopus weighs 2 pounds. Usually what we do is my technique that I use. I boil in water and I put them in boiling water for 1 minute, take it out, put them in ice water bath for a minute. And I repeat this for 3 times. At the 4th time, I put the octopus back in the pot and I cook it for like 2-pound octopus, 50 to an hour at low simmer, okay? And this was cooked. Okay, and we're gonna put a little bit of the orange sea salt on the plate, okay? Okay, we have our black aguachile with the octopus and melon. There you go. Okay. I hope you like our masterclass. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, please, any questions, let us know right now. Okay, we're gonna take pictures and send them to you. Yeah, definitely. It's been a pleasure having you here in this masterclass. Hopefully everything will get better soon, so we can meet each other again and at your schools. Hopefully next year we get to travel. I miss that a lot because I used to attend to all the worldwide alliance on every single location. So, and maybe this time Chef Esteban will join us too, so we can meet in your kitchen, okay? Thank you very much, and it's been a pleasure for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, Chef
Thank
Esteban.
you. Les esperamos para que hagan la ruta del sol y el ceviche en Ecuador.
The way you guys here, when you visit, we can go and with Chef Esteban to do the sun's run and in Ecuador. We have some gastronomic traveling routes. It's very, it's getting very, how do you say? La ruta del sol. Yeah, it's very known here in Ecuador. It's like it's a gastronomic tour, okay, to the coast, so we can try all these ceviches. Thank you.
So thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here, and I hope that you have a great time. Thank you to the chefs. A big applause for you guys and for your knowledge. And remember, ceviche is a special preparation that we can find it in many different ways, in many different cultures, and with a lot of identity here in Ecuador. So feel free to look to ceviche in a different way, not just as one plate, but as a technique, a tradition, a knowledge, and an identity from different places, countries, and ways to create the recipes. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy it and have you soon here in Ecuador to share more of this knowledge with our chefs. And thank you very much again.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Take care. Adiós. Hasta luego.
Ciao.
Ciao.